Go ahead, Chief. Sorry about that.
That's okay. All set?
They can hear you.
They can hear you, they can't see
Okay,
you.
okay. Just to explain a little bit about the purchase of the new tasers, some of the things that are important for everyone to know is that our current Axon X26 tasers were purchased in February 2017. So at this point, they're not covered under taser for liability purposes. There is some taser puts out a 5-year liability on all of their tasers out there, so that they will uh, completely take on that responsibility if there's some defect with the model, the current model. So we're looking for that because it's now been 3 years past that time. So we finally have an opportunity with the grant money to go out and purchase these new tasers, and they are getting more and more expensive, like all the tools that we're dealing with in the police department now. The new Taser 10 is a completely new version of the tasers that Councilman Galuli and I grew up with since 2007 when we first initially put tasers on the street. Tasers that are out there currently fire a cartridge. The cartridge is fired using inert gas. The gas fires 2 prongs. The prongs go out, one at a straight out and one at a slight angle to create what's called a spread. There is very specific training that goes along with taser as to make sure that you're using it and trying to attempt to get those prongs in a location that is not dangerous to the individual that you're dealing with. The new Taser 10 fires individual prongs and also has 10 prongs, so that you have a poor hit, which is something that we deal with in the field a lot, is a poor hit, a poor strike from the prongs, and that they don't connect properly, and the taser is completely ineffective. This gives you an opportunity to make sure that you have a good spread, make sure it's an effective location, make sure it's somewhat in a safe location for the person that you're dealing with. You have a better opportunity to use another prong if necessary. So those are some of the really big key factors for the taser. A couple other things that come along with the new tasers are that they have rechargeable batteries now. The batteries that we used to have, we have to replace after so long, and that's a large cost to the department, especially when we had 25 tasers individually put out to all the officers. Now we're going to have 10 tasers to be signed out instead, so they'll be able to be recharged. And the Taser 10s will come with all the training needs, much more training than we receive now currently with the tasers that we carry now. And all the training needs will be given to us. We call it free of charge, but it comes along with the initial cost of the tasers for the next 5 years. It also comes with virtual reality training equipment that can be used for all types of different scenarios. These are VR goggles that we're going to get with tasers that we can come up with scenarios to use the taser, or to do any other type of training that we can do, which is somewhat new and innovative for police agencies now to utilize these. Just a quick statistic is that since 2007, the Glenville Police Department has had 18 taser incidents. That doesn't mean that the taser was actually deployed, but it was taken out and stated to a suspect who was either actively resisting or violent that it may be deployed. Out of those, we had actually 7 instances where the taser was used. Out of those 7 incidents, since 2007, we've had 2 minor injuries, and the injuries consisted of probe injuries, where there was some minor bleeding from a probe injury in the person. So they're not used that often, but the main thing is that these go. You're now into your 4th generation of tasers, and they continue to change, become safer, become better, and all the training needs that come along with it is just a no-brainer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any further comments? Chief, again, I do thank you for the work that you put in, and I thank each and every member of the department, the many challenges that you face on a day-to-day basis. And certainly, our hope is that these tools are never needed out in the field. But I feel like providing our officers with essential tools to do the job that they need to do in an ever-challenging environment is something that I'm committed to do, and I hope the board is committed to do as well. So thank you, Chief. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramsey?
Yes.
Councilman Blue?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Griffin?
Yes. On to number 10, on to number 9, a resolution authorizing the highway superintendent to purchase a new John Deere 6264 P-tier wheel loader. Do I have a motion?
I'll move it.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, the town is in need of a wheel loader. This is, the old one is obviously, needs extensive repairs, for tires, et cetera. So a new one, will cost $252,000, but we're gonna trade in the old one for approximately $85,000, which means that we will be, spending $167,000, which, is budgeted already.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Any further discussion? I'll just comment that our highway department does an exceptional job. A wheel loader is something that is pretty much used on a daily basis there. The highway superintendent, Tom Capola, has identified that this is one of the top priorities to replace this wheel loader. And certainly this is something that we do have some residual value here. So I'm very pleased to see that. I hope that we can get on a more regular replacement for all of our highway equipment. Certainly, we can see that this is a high-cost item, and, I'm happy to support this. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes. On to Resolution 10, a resolution approving the minutes of the regular town board meeting held on March 19th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
And I'll second. Is there any discussion?
This is, something we receive in our emails from Julie, and thank you, Julie, for preparing the minutes, and thank you.
Thank you, Jody. Any further discussion? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Ramichardt?
Yes.
Councilman Dean?
Yes.
Councilman Aragosa?
Yes.
Councilman Kirkland?
Yes, on to 11, the last thing on our agenda, new business, and I'll start on my left with Councilman Aragosa
I have no new business.
and Councilman Galuli.
I do not.
And- Thank you. And Councilman Ramatar.
Nothing new.
And nothing new here. I will take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.